Hi, it's your favorite doctor here, not Stu. And are you worried about getting pneumonia this summer? Or someone you love getting pneumonia this summer? Because if so, fear no more, as we have just developed a vaccine. Woo! You can go get this vaccine for the great price of... Huh? Oh, well, it depends. What do you mean, not Stu? If you live in India, this drug will only cost you $60. Woo! Oh, but in Greece, this will cost you about $168. Okay. If you live in Lebanon, it'll be like $243. But yeah, so if you live in India, you're good. If you live in Greece, you might not want to get pneumonia, but if you live in Lebanon, you might as well get rich or die.
Welcome back, and thank you so much to Jordan and Sam for those amazing interviews in the field. It takes a lot of courage. And you know, questions like that, they really get us thinking. Because we try to keep it light on this show. We love our viewers. We love a good laugh. But sometimes we need to get a little bit more serious. And what's been on my mind lately is apartheid in South Africa. And I know this is a topic many people know a little bit about. Maybe they know who Nelson Mandela is, they know it was a terrible thing, but now they kind of think, oh, well, that issue's over now that, you know, it's not legal anymore, that apartheid, the legal segregation, isn't legally recognized anymore.
Yeah, well,
but
interject
yeah.
Apartheid is legal segregation, which here in America is not a thing
Anymore.
There is still, as we've spoken about before on our show, de facto segregation, as terrible as that is, but de jure, by law, it is, of course, not explicitly said in the law anymore, which I am so grateful for, just because our country would not be the way it is if that was how our country looked. So now here in South Africa, Linda will be talking about the legal apartheid that is happening. Yeah.
So even though the bill passing outlawing apartheid was passed in 1994, I have a couple stats from this really interesting BBC article that I read. Just one of them says between 2011 and 2015, the proportion of black and colored people in poverty increased according to government data in South Africa. And there are countless other really well-researched graphs and easy to understand explanations of the topic. But basically, conditions haven't been getting better just because in the eyes of the law, they're equal now. So I think what's just on my mind is, you know, what can we do to help in situations like this where it's more an issue of humanity and not so much justice?
Yeah, in issues like this, it's not political. Segregating people, it's I think oftentimes people want it to be that way, but really it's a humanity issue, just like she said, a humanitarian issue that really needs to be addressed. And you know, Linda, that reminds me a lot of the black activist here in California, actually, who infiltrated a Nazi organization and took it down from the inside, which I thought was a really interesting way to go about fighting the regime that seems to grasp a few of the hatred-filled people in our country. Yeah, his name was
James Stern.
James Stern. Yeah, really
interesting guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he came from a place of a lot of violence and really terrible things happening. And I know Cheryl was just talking to me about a new article you read. What was that?
Oh yeah, when the New Zealand ban reacted to the mass shooting and they banned all military-style semi-automatic weapons. And they reacted to all this to help and build a safer community. And this just is a ripple effect that can start throughout the whole world and transfer to all different communities to help and build a safer environment for everyone.
I really like what you said there about the ripple effect. I think maybe here we need to take some notes in the United States, if not California, and start big.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to make big changes here. And thank you so much for tuning into the Global Show. I'm Linda,
Carol,
Cheryl,
and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.